Hey, what's up YouTube? So on the deck today, I just got here this morning and reached in his truck to set receipts. I found my wedding present, stiletto. So I'm pretty pumped. I've wanted to buy these for quite a while and he surprised me with it this morning. So that's one thing. It's crazy how light it is. I already have a stiletto hammer. I've had it for a few years. And this weighs, literally this weighs like nothing. So this is my old S-Wing. I'm giving it to Alex as a trade. I think I got the better end of the deal there. He said this is the 11.5. They do make a 14. To me, this size is perfect just to carry on you. If you're a real good carpenter, you shouldn't need a cat's paw anyways, but I'm not that good. Those are the rough sawn Cedar Rafters 2x8s. We're gonna get those cut and put up today. So our plan of attack of securing our rafters is timber lock screws. We're gonna pre-drill, come from the top of our rafter. We're gonna come from the top of our rafter, pre-drill down into our LVL. Our local code states that you need to pressure blocking on top of your bearing point.
Drew's gonna cut a little detail on the end of our beam here. We're getting ready to set these rafters. Don't blink, it'll be done. So what we did was we got 9.5 sticking out over here. We wanted to match that over here. Drew thought of an idea of cutting these at a 45, kind of give it some more detail. From out here, you can take a look. Just kind of gives it a little bit more detail. I have it traced out from our previous rafter. I'm gonna cut it.
what I did to cut all these rafter tails is this the jig. What we did is just tack a block up top here, and that way you can move along, and all you got to do is set your jig up flush on the top of your rafters, and then just trace it out with a pencil. I'm cutting it with the jigsaw. It's actually working pretty good. Then we're coming back with the 1/4" round over. Another way you can do it is set all your rafters, snap a line, and then set this to your line. Just kind of a slick way to do it. It's worked well. When you sight down these, they're on the money. So I just want to do a quick video showing you just to make a jig. I guess we should do a...
What's up, guys? So I'm doing the blocking on top of this LVL on the south side of the deck here. What this is doing is taking all the cant out of the rafters. It helps with some of the swaying of the racking back and forth. And then we also bevel this off at an 11-degree angle on the table saw, so that when you put these in here, they fit super, super nice. Don't use your hands for a hammer or your tools. And then I just sight down it a little bit so that I know I'm not getting all crazy wonky. And when I fight that, I'll screw in this side, clamp together, and it pulls that rafter nice and tight to it, so then the screw can do its job. And then this needs to be clamped tight here. So I'm just pulling these down together. These come in kind of like a toenail, but still through the other rafter at a slight angle.
So look how tight all that is. That's beautiful.
There's like no racking left in this thing.
Yep, that trues it up, and look, I mean, that roof line is on the money. That looks beautiful. That's some tight framing there. Doing the ceiling here, we're doing tongue and groove pine. There's our pile. We're working our way along. We're overhanging this side, and then we're gonna chalk a line when we get all done, cut it. There'll be a fascia board off this end. Got all our rafters detailed on the ends. You can kind of see what it's gonna look like now. It just looks beautiful.
Shape feels good.
We did the first few rows off of our plank, and then we got enough to work up here. But yeah, so that's what we got so far. First couple rows, just making sure everything's square, kind of figuring out some details. But we'll get footage as we go and give any tips. We've just been using a tapping block. Sometimes this car siding's a little wonky. You gotta kind of manipulate it around. Been using a clamp. Yeah, when you start, like we pulled layout off that end rafter and it's straight. So as we went, we pull layout off that, and like especially where you have rafter tails out in here, that's where you're gonna have to true them up. So take that opportunity on your first couple rows to true those up. And then we have pressure blocking about 3 foot in, so it's not gonna be an issue once we trued those up.